It's known as one of the loudest stadiums in sports for a reason. And it'll only get louder as the collective 12th man starts cheering for their Seahawks. Welcome to Lumen Field in Seattle. Ready to get this game started? Here's Eddie Pinheiro. And off we go on Thursday night. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on their first play. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
Setting up a throw. Almost an opening drive interception, but that winds up on the ground, incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. Nice 12-yard pickup on the return. And the Falcons will take over. They're set up at the 35 now. They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 37. Got a man, it's Drake London. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
You know you love some of my buzzwords, kid. I know you do. And this one was about willpower. He got the rock a long way from the chains and put his teammates on his back for a heck of a run and a great try at that 1st down.
3rd down give to Robinson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And now it's 2nd down.
Go.
Throwing from the gun here. This one's caught. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's brought down for a loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
They send out Eddie Pinheiro for the field goal. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Maher connects there. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 34. Pass complete to Walker. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Go!
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Buffalo 18.
Looking for a throw here. It is Cup, left side. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the 1st down.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. So no return on that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They go play action here. He'll get this complete to Pitts. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Falcons will have a 1st. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Here's a counter give to Robinson. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Marshawn Nealon, the one to send him down. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know they say it any time he comes up with an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Third and long for him here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. And no doubt he wants a good start for himself here in prime time. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And it'll be Seahawks football. First and 10 now from the 30.
Check, Panther. Go.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. So we're through one as everyone tries to stay warm on what has been a very cold night. Just a field goal separates these two. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They've got 2nd and 5. From the 36. Looking slant route, complete. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Here's Walker running right. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Staying with Walker. And he works this to the 38 before going down. A gain of a lone yard, but Brock, that's all they needed. First down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Dropping back to throw. Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. And they get this down to the 28. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now.
Ready.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Handoff running left, Walker. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
Go.
Running with Walker again. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Falcons go in nickel to defend this 3rd down play. Here's a throw. The throw is caught. And he takes this one down to the 10 before hitting that sideline.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Man in motion here. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Play stopped by Damone Clark. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Someone got a piece of that downfield throw, but it is caught anyway. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
Well, he tried to get aggressive, and it looked like it was done for after the deflection. But he got himself to the right place at the right time to make that catch downfield.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Right side, reeled in by Pitts. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. It's a gain of 12 there. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down. Started a little slow, but we've arrived at the 2-minute warning. The Falcons trying to make some noise before halftime. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Max Melton with the INT.
All the QBs in this league, they love their slot guys. We see it all over the NFL, that close relationship between quarterback and slot receiver. They play in such chemistry. But then when you get a defender that can get in the middle of it and mix it up and read and react in that kind of way, you get interceptions right out of the slot. That is a job well done.
Last name 19.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Cook calls it in. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Braylon Trice there to meet him.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Come 19. Come 19.
Man in motion headed right.
Go.
2nd and 6 now. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
I think we're seeing why this defense likes him in coverage. He reacts so well to throws and is even more adept in breaking up those passes.
Okay, ready.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Pass play now. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Officially an even 40 yards on the punt. And it'll be their football. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. So second down coming up. He'll throw it. Got a man, it's London. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They've got first down from the 31. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Completes, it's Bijan Robinson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Falcons will have a first. From the red zone now. This throw is cut. And not much doing, he stopped quickly. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. He'll throw it yet again. And that's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons take the lead just before halftime. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Chooses to bring this one out. A big hit there. He's not even going to make it back to the 20. This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Seahawks 3.
Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Robinson on the inside give. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That one goes for 25 yards. And it's good for an Atlanta first down. Slot man motioned over. Going to the ground again on first. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Play stop by Damone Clark. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. Defense too much. The Seahawks drag him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up there. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Here he is on 3rd and long. Searches from the pocket. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Punting unit out now. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. Got 44 yards on his first kick, Brock, and this one looks to be longer.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Ready.
Back now, pressure on its way. Forced out. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did. Wasted no time in getting that sack.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. He's got it over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. He picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. He's dropping back to throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Sean Murphy bunting in to pick it off. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a 2nd half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Another carry for Robinson. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. And he has made this a habit this season. That's his 10th rushing touchdown so far. Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons double their lead to 14. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. From his own end zone, here we go. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Ready.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Now looking to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Falcons get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. The give here on second. Space to the left. All the way, that's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons parlay the interception into points. So great work by the running back there, Brock. Found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, and you hear running back coaches, Kate, say this. They'll say slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons stretch their lead to 21. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. His return makes it up to the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
This is Walker on 2nd. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got him tackled behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
On 3rd down, Walker has the first, but wants more. He's past the 45. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
And that's good for the Seahawks. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now an inside give to Walker. Has a lane inside the 35. And he gets this all the way to the 31-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Walker on 1st down. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. Motioning one of the tight ends. The give now to Lloyd. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Got it. Ready?
So now here's 3rd and 5.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
First throw for the backup now. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. Well, he had a chance to pull up and avoid the hit, Brock, but we knew the outcome from the moment he decided not to and made contact. That flag came out. So roughing the passer gifts them a 1st and goal.
Set. Go.
They'll run here following the penalty. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Give him 5 yards on second and goal. They're going to be 5 yards out on third.
Ready, ready. Come on, set.
Howell now. Drops back. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And they're headed in reverse after that sack. We've reached the end of the third quarter on this Thursday night. The Seahawks have possession, and this final quarter begins with them in a massive hole. Seahawks will try to kick as they send the field goal unit onto the field. He's hit once already. This is a short one, inside of 30 yards.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Moore with a return. And look at this return. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Back-to-back carries here. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Chased out to his right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it in the 3rd row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now 3rd down is so much harder.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Brings it in at the 12. And he gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. This one returned for 11 yards. And it's going to be their football coming up. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Here's Howell. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. First down, ball at the 36.
Reload.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
They had the 1st down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Working inside the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kirby Joseph picks it. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got one, we got two. Do I hear a third interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
They get it right back. That's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Well, they had the advantage for a moment, Brock, but turns out that is all just that moment because they throw an interception and give the ball right back.
And for once, both coaches on both sidelines are preaching the same message. Take care of the ball.
And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Falcons keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Falcons grow their lead yet again. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. We give up the gut to Walker. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Staying with Walker. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. 2 yards on the pickup, and the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
The give now to Walker. And a short gain only as he gets up to the 37. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Howell. Hits him on the out route. That's 16 on the pickup. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down. Running is Walker. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Go. On the draw, it's Walker. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Awareness. That's what I call it, Kate. Awareness. You got to have a game awareness and understand the situation. 3rd and long, you should never take a sack. Put the ball in play or throw it away, but don't take a sack in that situation.
Seahawks bringing out the punt team. Torrey Taylor will kick this away. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And they're going to take over possession. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
Okay, time for the defense to think about getting that ball back. And this is where you've got to conserve every second. Got to expect the timeout coming any moment now.
Lining up to take a knee on second down. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
You got to expect the timeout is coming any moment now, right? If you want another shot with the ball, you'll need every second you can conserve on that clock.
They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
Fourth down now. Another kneel would stop the clock and turn it over. Let's see what they do here. So the Falcons will fly home with a win on the road. And just a week after being soundly defeated, they're back out there playing a much better brand of football. Short memories prevail, Brock, as they move past that loss and get back to some winning football. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. A well-earned win for the Falcons as we say so long from Seattle.